The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
This is CNEagles.com. I'm William Meyer, joined by head cross-country coach Tyler Stepp. And Coach Stepp, today the South Atlantic Conference cross-country polls came out. We'll start first with the women's team. The women are picked to finish sixth in the conference. What are your initial reaction to where you are in the polls?
Well, I think that's probably fair. I think our conference is pretty tough right now, and I think that there could be a little bit of variability in there. I think we can do a little bit better than that, but I think that's my job is to feel like we should do better than that, and I hope that we do. We got a strong core of girls, and I believe they'll get better. And if they do get better, we should exceed expectation.
Now, you say you have a strong core. Last year, you had quite a few runners get to return this year as a strong group of seniors and juniors. What can you say about their leadership going into this upcoming season?
It's just been fantastic. I mean, like I said, these girls are almost self-governing. They know what they need to do to run fast. They know what the expectation of this team and this university are, and we never have any problem pointing them in the right direction because, we kind of have to run them down sometimes. They're a very driven group of young ladies, and we're very proud of them.
Now, we switch over to the men's side in the South Atlantic Conference poll, and they were picked to finish in 8th place this year. What are your initial thoughts on their placing?
Well, I mean, I think that's fair based on where we finished last year because I think we finished 8th last year at the conference. But I think that doesn't take into account some of the young men that we brought in last spring who I do think will help us. So, again, I think that it's my job to be ready to exceed expectation. I think the men can back that up on the course, so hopefully they will.
Amos Carrera last season placed with freshman all-team honors. And Anthony Jackson and Luke Greer also come back for you. What can you say about them as leaders on your team?
They're fantastic. I mean, those guys having a year or two under their belt to kind of understand the expectation of this team, especially Anthony. We've really leaned on Anthony a whole lot from a leadership perspective. And he has not let us down at all. He really holds that group of guys together, and we're really proud of what they're doing. And we have Kelvin Rono, who's one of the guys who came in this spring who we're really expecting to run fast. So, we're really excited because I think we can be a team that surprises some people.
Now, on Friday, you do begin your season against at the Tusculum Open, I should say, in Greenville, Tennessee. Last season, the women came in first overall, and Skylar Carter had a second overall placing. What are your goals in the opening meet for this women's team?
Well, obviously, anytime you put on the jersey and the uniform, you want to go compete well. And that's kind of what we're looking to do. I mean, this early in the season, we're not expecting our men and women to run maybe their PR time or their best time, but we do want them to compete well against the people they're running against and kind of get a feel for competition because you do have to get back to used to competing again.
Now, last season on the men's side, the men came in second place at the Tusculum Open, and Amos Carrera came in 6th overall, and Anthony Jackson came in right behind him at 7th. What are your team goals over on the men's side, especially for those two?
Well, I think the biggest thing for them is just getting out there and running, just kind of like the women, knock off the rust from the summer and get back out there and compete. And the big thing for us as a coaching staff is kind of see what our new group looks like and get those guys working together and kind of establish our new team dynamic. That'll be helpful. So that's kind of where we are with it.
Thank you, Coach. Thanks again, Coach, for your time.
Thank you very much.
He's CN cross-country coach Tyler Stepp. I'm William Meyer, and this is CNEagles.com.